Hello everybody, and welcome back to some Enigmatica 6 Expert Mode. How you guys doing today? I hope you are doing well. I am. So, last episode we got together and we finally got our crushing wheel from Create. We're going to try to get to that point today of using them. We've got a few things to worry about. One, if we go in here to our book, we've been trying to, like, with the creating the crushing wheels and stuff like that, we kind of got a little bit sidetracked. We've got these things right here, these quests that more or less show us how we need to go about. We've done some of the magic stuff last episode, or the last few episodes, getting the conduits, then getting into ours and Eidolon, and going into the Atom and the yeah, the other one, the Undergarden, and that kind of stuff. We need to start doing some of that with our mechanical stuff. We're going to get started with that today. Quest wise, what are we looking at? If we go into Mechanical Mayhem, we're going to finish this guy here. We should have already done it. Invar Dust. We need Invar Dust to make the induction smelter. The induction smelter will start to unlock some of our thermal stuff. And then we'll be working towards most of this stuff we've already got done, but continuing down to get into our create the immersive engineering stuff. So we've got a lot of stuff to do, and the first thing we're going to do is work on our Invar dust. So we need Phyto Grow, we need iron dust, and we need nickel, and we're going to need to make quite a bit of this. So let's do this. How many Phyto Grow do we need for each? So 2, 2, and 1 gives us 3. So that's 4. Let's do 8. We need 8 iron. And then I need nickel. That should be enough for us to get started. Alright, I've got to fix this guy here. That needs to come out. This guy needs to go back on. That is not the one that needs to go on. Well, that does need to go on there. I need my gears. That didn't work. Alright, so I got her fixed. We need to throw all this stuff in here. The nickel. We need to throw in our iron and let this stuff crush up. It would help if we had the crushing wheels. That would help also. We're going to get to that point today. I'm at least going to get them set up. So that's what we're waiting on. Alright, so we can throw all of this onto the ground. And there we go, we've got our Invar dust. Now, you can do this with exploding items, but you only get 1, whereas with this you get 3. So that's why we went about doing that. So that quest is now complete. Never fails. As soon as I sit down to get started with this, stuff happens. Alright, so we need something with the basic rotation. We're going to go ahead and make a couple of these encased fans. We're going to use these to set up our crushing wheels. They're not going to be very fast, but it'll save from having to set up anything bigger for the time being. So we need a couple of these. We're going to need a handful of those. We're going to need some shafts, and we're going to need to make 8 iron plates. So let's get that going. These we can just bring out here, throw down, and just wait on them to finish. Alright, all done. And we can come in here make what we need. I need to set up a crafting table out there somewhere. So we need 2 of these guys, and then we need 2 of those. And boom, that quest is complete. That gives us nothing. We need now the press and the mixer with all that stuff. We can get all of that right quick. Just run out here. This is stuff that I guess I should have been paying attention to as we went along, but that's okay. So this guy goes back, this guy goes back, this guy goes back, and all of that is now complete. We need to grab a piece of brass. Doing this is going to help us along the way so we can keep up with what we need to keep up with as far as where we're going, because we're going to be getting, alright, I put those up, our crushing wheels maybe, we're going to be getting into just another mix of stuff here pretty soon. So those guys can go up, and that gets us to where we are at now, making the cinder flour, and we're good to go there. Alright, so I've got this guy started up. Almost. We'll show this. This is not going to be running very fast. It should do what we need it to do without having to get creative with a bunch of cogs. It might take a little bit of time, but for the time being, it should work. So what do I have? Well, we have... Let's break this block. So we've got the encased fans. If you place them above a magma block with a lever or some kind of redstone signal, it will power and turn gears. We've got a vertical gearbox here, and it's all set to go into there. So that is turning these. Now we've got one set to turn one way, and of course we need the other one to set to turn another way, and for that we've got a gear shift, and the gear shift is powered with a redstone signal, reverses the gears. So now when I place this guy onto here, they are both spinning in the direction that we need it to spin, and we can start running stuff through this. You see, it's going to take a little bit of time. I'm just throwing that in there as a thing. But there we go. Those are now working. We do have a couple quests to complete for the gearbox, which we'd already made once before, and the gear shift, which the recipe for this is the exact same as the gearbox. It just has redstone instead. So that gives us tree fertilizer, and I guess it's all it gives us. Maybe some andesite casings. I don't know. So, but now that we've got this guy set up, we can start looking into making our coke bricks. And to do that, we need the blend. And to do that, we need clay, cinder flour, and basalt powder inside water and mixing. And so, but to get the cinder flour, we need netherrack. So, we're going to set this up and let this thing go. Let's get the stuff we need to do it. Alright, so we're back. We're going to try to automate this. I'm hoping this is what we need to do. I have not ever used these before. So let's do that. Let's do this. Place that guy there. And place a hopper going into this guy, and that should do what we need it to do. That is what the hope is going to be. So let's put in our netherrack. That is working. It is working. Beautiful. And that's actually going pretty quick. So that has the cinder flour part of this done. Clay ball, easy enough. If I don't have enough clay, we can just run to the ocean right quick and get all we need. I had a bunch. I've got 28. That's probably not going to be enough for this, because we're going to need 2 to make 4. Yeah, we're probably going to need more than that. But like I said, we can get all the clay that we need. It's not that bad. Next up on our list is the basalt powder. Now, we've got 2 ways of doing this. We can look at getting basalt. which there's no real good way of doing it with, because we don't have ice and we don't have soul soil just yet. But we can do void stone. And with the void stone, we can do a cobblestone generator with a diamond block underneath, and that will do that. So that is what I'm going to set up next. Alright, so this, if all should work, this should work. Now, if we go in here and we ponder this, it actually shows you what you need to do as far as making a vanilla cobblestone generator, which is lovely. It doesn't show you about changing the blocks, but if you look here under the cobble gem randomizer, it will show you. You can go through each of the different ones and it will show you. So this should, that didn't work. Why is that not making what I need it to do? Alright, so I figured out what I did wrong. As the sign says, we need to learn the difference between a cobble and a stone generator. I was making a cobblestone generator. We needed a stone generator for this. Now, I'm going to stand here and go through all the different things until we get a piece of void stone. Once we get the void stone, then I can change this. I just goofed. Once we get a piece of void stone, I can switch this guy out, the diamond block, and get just void stone. Let's see what you have there, buddy. Packed ice. Ooh, wait a minute. Wait. Blue ice. Is 9 packed ice. I may have... Oh, this might wind up being easier than I thought. Of all the times for him to show up, if I can get enough from him. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6. No! Oh, I should have known. Oh well. I'll keep an eye on him, see if he decides to change anything. But for now, I am waiting on Voidstone. Alright, finally got our first piece. So now I should be able to change this guy out. And now that should be all that we get. Now the problem that I'm going to have is we're losing about every other piece with this, which does kind of suck. So, but these guys, through our crushing wheel, gives us 4. We need 2, so I need about 20 of these. So I'm going to be busy a minute. Well, that probably took a lot longer than I needed it to. We got the more fish. So I'm going to put these guys in here. Should be going, should be working just fine. Beautiful. We should get 4 out of each of these, with a chance of getting a extra one. So that should give us 4 stacks of those. All we've got left that we need now is the clay. You can see we're missing a llama. The llama, they just wanted to hang out over here, and yeah, I killed him. So I'm going to head to the ocean. I'm going to get what clay. That's not the one that I wanted to go to. Sandy City. That's where I wanted to go. Let's find what clay we can get, which shouldn't be too bad here. We'll get it, and then we should have everything we need to do what we need to go do. So I'm going to collect a whole bunch of clay. So we got 4.5 stacks out of that. So now it's time to do this. So we need 2, 1, and 2 for this. So let's make a couple of these right quick. Does this need to be heated? It does not. So 2, 1, or 2 and 1. And that should give us 4 of those. Lovely. Let's get rid of that and that. And now comes the part where I sit here and do this a whole bunch. Alright, so we've got all of that done. I made 3 stacks total. That should be way more than enough that we need for at least the time being. One of these things that we're going to need to get automated because we are going to need, well, maybe not as much as I thought we were going to need, but we're going to need quite a bit of this. These guys are used specifically for making blast bricks and the coat bricks. That's it. It doesn't look like we're going to need that much as far as we might be good. We still got plenty of stuff we can make more. So our next bit of business is going to be to make our deployers. I need to get rid of some of this stuff. Invar dust can go away. Gearbox, gear shift. We don't need that now. We don't need the fan. We don't need void stone. We are ready to make these deployers. So we're going to need 4 of these. We've got the 4 of those. We're going to need more than that for these guys. We're going to need some gears. And what else do I need? I need some more electron tubes. And we've got those in here. Right there. So there are those guys. Like I said, we need to get some more gears, which we need 1 of these. And I've got buttons. So we've got those. 4 of those guys. Beautiful. That takes care of that. And then we need our conveyor belts, which are floating around here somewhere. Alright, we are back. I am getting things set up for our deployers, and this guy popped in here, and he has a couple of items that we need. 1, sunstone, and then the beacon. So that is what we are going to do for just a second. We're going to get what I've got left of emeralds. And we are going to buy us a beacon. And we're going to buy us a few sunstone. Now, the sunstone we actually need for making living rock, which it has a recipe, but it's a little bit down the road. If we could get more, that would be great. But we're out of emeralds. But the beacon is what I want. And there's a reason why. And I forgot what that reason why was. There is one of these. Well, I don't remember what that reason was. But as soon as I remember what that reason is, we will have it. We'll be good to go. Alright, so we have this all set up. It should be working. We've got us another set of water wheels set up. We've got 1 set of gears going down here for the mechanical belts, and then another set of gears controlling the deployers. This should all work. We've got one more thing that we need to do, which is making construction paste, which means we need to make the dense construction block, which means we need a bunch of stuff. Construction block powder, which is easy enough. So let's make us a whole bunch of this. Alright, so I've got the powder. And basically you've got to place these down, wait for them to change over. And once they do, you mine them and you get the construction paste. Now there's easier ways of doing this. But more than likely this is the best way we've got for the time being. So we don't need a whole lot of this, I do believe. So we need, it's going to be 4 for each set. So let's go ahead and get a stack. It's probably going to be way more than we need. Alright, so if we have done everything right, we should be able to start placing this stuff in here. No, that's not what I wanted to do. Those guys out. And these guys in. We should be able to throw us a piece of paper down here. That did not work at all. Alright, now let's try this again. We moved it up a notch. So there's one piece, 2, 3, and that guy. And that comes off. And that gives us partial coke brick. And then we come back down here and do this again. That's 2. That's 3, and this should be the last time, and this should give us our coke bricks. Beautiful. We've got 3. We need a lot more. Alright, so we're going to try to automate this as much as possible as we can right this minute. So first things first, we need to make some pipes, some pretty pipes. Beautiful. There is that. We want to make some of these low extractors. This will pull items out. We could probably, once we do this, make some of the medium ones. I don't know. We'll see. But we need redstone. We need this blank module, which I am missing copper. Let's get some redstone. This guy, that's not what I want. Blank modules. There we go. And then we need these redstone servos, which I need either tin or lead. And lead seems to be the one that we have the most of. So I need 4 of these guys. Alright, so here's what we've got going on. Hey, I made these andesite funnels. This should pull from the chest, put them on the conveyor belt. We made the pretty pipes. I did go ahead and make the high extraction module. To make the medium, it was the Invar. We already had the Invar dust. I smelted it up. To make the high extraction, it's electrum. And you can make that in the mixer with just a piece of gold and silver, and it heated good enough. We've got that in there. I have not tried this yet, but oh, and then I also have this set to disallow coke bricks. So what should essentially happen is I should be able to put a piece of paper in here. This should work. And that should have went in there. And there it goes. It should go all the way back across. And do it second round. And there it goes. Comes out, third round, and then the fourth round. We've got this thing. Basically, what I want to make sure before we take off is that it's going to keep the coke bricks from coming out of the chest. And then after that, I should be able to just throw the rest of our paper in here, be done with it. And then we should be beautiful. That's going awesome. So we're going to throw just the rest of this paper in here. We'll see how it goes, and I will be back. Alright, well, everything worked a charm. We've got our coke bricks. Awesome. I hit the wrong button. So that is complete, and if we go down here, we got a few things to complete. One, this guy right here, encased fan, and funnels. That give us a drag me shard, and I don't see what else. Like, give us some nether brick and terracotta, and we got leather. So there's that. And then we've also got some create quests. One for the andesite funnel, that is a epic create loot, which give us some more redstone links, which is nice. So, but we have that. The next part of this that we need to do is we need, that was no idea what that is. That just come from nowhere. We need to make our engineer's hammer. So we need 2 pieces of iron. We need a stick. And then we need some string. And that should give us our engineer's hammer. That needs more than I thought. I grabbed 2 sticks. Engineer's hammer, got. Beautiful. That is going to unlock our immersive engineering quest. We do have the ones for crafting that and a iron rod, so let's go ahead and work on a bit of that. I do need to get some inventory space. I wasn't even realizing I was recording. Oh well, you got to see us do all that. So anyways, engineer's screwdriver, engineer's wire cutters, beautiful. That quest is now complete. That's going to give us a rare immersive loot box, which give us some powered lanterns, which we don't have any power yet, and a shader, which I could care less about those. So we do have, we need to get some coal coke before we can get any further with that. So we need to go ahead and set this guy up somewhere. And the question now becomes, where do we set this up? Right here looks like a good enough spot. All this is going to move. Like I said, right now we don't have anything that we can use as far as really building blocks. I've got to do some serious mining or some farming for some blocks before we're going to be able to have anything to build with. But anyways, yeah, that's our coke oven, and then we should be able to come in here and grab us some coal and throw this guy in there, and there we go. We will wait to get us some coal coke, but we're ready to go with immersive engineering now. Alright, so I think that's where we're going to leave it at. We don't have any more quests complete. We got a bunch of stuff done today. We are ready to get just about started with our immersive engineering. We've got creosote going. We've got coal coke going. It's beautiful. We need to get a blast furnace going, and we can get some steel, and we'll be ready to go with a bit of immersive engineering stuff. So, and then we've got through create, we've got this guy automated. We'll have to use it for our blast furnace. Yeah, we're kind of at a spot to be done for the moment. So with that, I hope you guys enjoyed the episode. Thank you for watching, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.